A late Wednesday night, Mumbai found itself the target of a ferocious terror attack, and the situation remained unresolved for over 3 days. At least 183 people were killed and 308 injured in the attacks.
कल रात के 9:30 बजे से लेके आज 7:30 बजे तक मैं अंदर ही था अपने कमरे में, जब तक उन्होंने मेरे को कमांडोज ने रेस्क्यू नहीं कर लिया। लेकिन इतना पता है कि मेरे कमरे के नीचे 4 विस्फोट हुए थे मेरे को वहाँ से छुड़ाने से पहले। बहुत जोर की धमाके हुए थे। दे रिपोर्टेडली रैन इन with backpacks on their back and guns in their hand, and it'll be a speculation to figure out how much they had in their bag, but the fact remains that till this evening they were still throwing grenades and the bullets were being fired till this evening. There must be a whole lot in there.
Apparently they came in, they were throwing hand grenades, they were spraying bullets, and they were shooting anybody that they could see. So we were fortunate we missed that part of it. Then we got up to our room and they called and said, don't answer the door, be very quiet, don't let anybody come in. We were alone on the 17th floor for about 30 hours.
26 hours, but the tour group kept calling us and meeting with us in the long window and giving us hope and spirit to know that the commandos would come.
My husband, who was also with me at that time, and he said, no, these sound like gunshots. And this German lady, in fact, almost recognized these as stronger rifle shots. So he saw this guy with a big rifle. So he turned around and really white in the face, and my husband and he sort of shut the door and put the lights off. And all this while people were still eating because nobody really had understood what was going on. We heard even more gunshots and very close and very loud. Then it started dawning on us almost like the entire city is being attacked. When the Bombay blasts happened in '93, and I distinctly remember that, that impression was on me, how, one after the other the blasts happened. Only all of us know later, I mean, they were not just everywhere, they were all over that place.
रात को बीटी में थे, कहाँ जा रहे थे हम लोग? ट्रेन आने वाला था 11:30 बजे, गोली चलने लगा, सब गिर गए बस।
बीटी में घर जाने के लिए गाड़ी का इंतजार कर रहा था, तब तक ले फायरिंग चालू हो गया। फायरिंग चालू हुआ तो भागना चालू किया, भागते भागते में गोली लग गई।
गाँव से टैक्सी आके वहाँ साइड में खड़ा करके, भाई रुक जा, पैसा लेके आ रहा हूँ। गया वहाँ पर बम फट गया, टैक्सी वाले भी मर गया। 2 औरत था गाड़ी इसमें आ रहा था टैक्सी में, वो लोग भी मर गए। 10 आदमी तब बोलते हैं, उसमें से एक आदमी को पकड़ा बोलते हैं। देखते हैं सरकारी लोग क्या करते हैं ये लोग।
It was 9:40 exact time. Okay. They threw a hand grenade first. They threw 2 hand grenades first. The one blasted, the other one never blasted. And they fired 2 rounds there. Then they started firing randomly. Then for 3 or 4 minutes they disappeared, unloading the magazine. Again they came and again they fired. Then they killed everyone here. I was standing outside. I was hiding outside. So one of the waiters got shot. He just came and he collapsed in front of me. Then the other waiter followed him, the Piru. I told him, pick him up. I asked him to pick him up and take him to hospital. He said, no, I cannot see his blood. He turned his way to Leopold. There he got shot there, in the neck and here. Then he fired at me. But I dodged myself. The bullet just brushed me and went away outside. Then from here till there, they killed everyone on the road and they went inside the Taj.
But we were terrified because we had no TV, no telephone.
We would hear explosions, we heard gunfire, we saw smoke coming from...
And a Chinese American man, a Chinese man, and a South African man, we all held hands through the dark hallway with the blood stains all over. And it's just amazing that we were here. It's all from the amazing protective, wonderful feeling that the commandos gave us. And
if you live in fear, the terrorists win. We're not going to do that.
And
you mustn't do that either.
We're not leaving. A lot of our family said, come home, you'll be safe. And they're afraid. But that we cannot, add more fear to that. We have to move on. We have worked so hard for this trip.
We were just glad we were going to get out. And guess what? We were lining up to get out. And maybe about 20, 30 people must have gotten, and they came straight ahead and shot at us. That was the most horrific moment of that entire 13 hours that we were there. Because imagine, in your mind, you're moving towards safety. only to be completely faced by like a valley of death.
When the firing got more intense, we thought that it must be something serious. That's the time when the terrorists entered Shamiana and started firing randomly at people. And I pulled my wife's hand and we just lay flat under the table.
Because they had huge ammunition. They didn't even have to break the door. They could have just gunned it down. But that was the only defenses that were coming to us. And then we pulled a man inside who had a bullet in his back, and his intestines had almost kind of popped out, and there was blood there, and people were hiding below the table, and continuously the firing was going on outside.
We tried to get up again because we were worried about our son. He was alone in the lobby and we had heard the first gunshots there, so we weren't very sure what had happened to him. So when we got up, there was this terrorist who came back again and threw a grenade in the center of the restaurant.
None of those lives could ever be replaced, where some families could never be complete, nor those terrifying moments could ever be rubbed off their memories. The raging fires and fierce gun battles have come to an end, but each day the city moves on with the remembrance of one of the worst terror attacks it has ever faced, of being attacked where they presume to be safe, realizing we need to act to be together and become channels of peace.